All right, welcome everyone. My name is Carrie Morse, and I am a consultant working with Unicorn Children's Foundation. My consulting company is called Morse Consulting Group, and I work with providers both in and out of the state on program development. Today, my role is to help facilitate this meeting, the Special Needs Advisory Coalition meeting of Palm Beach County. Some of you are working within Palm Beach County, some within and beyond, and I welcome you all today. The focus of today's meeting this month is for you all to share. It's kind of like a provider resource share, I called it, instead of a fair. So you all have the opportunity to present information about your organization and or your work. SNAC is composed of provider organization representatives. We also have some family self-advocates that join us. We love when they do. And we really focus all of our conversations around supporting those individuals with disabilities in Palm Beach County, across ages, across disabilities. So I'm really excited to kick off our meeting today, and I'm hopeful that many of you have something to share. I will preface that if we go over time, no worries, we will continue this next month. So let's do a quick introduction first, and then we will go into presentations. So in your introduction, I'll call you, go ahead and introduce yourself, your title, your role, and any quick announcements that you might have that's pertinent to your organization or your work. And then after all introductions are taken care of, we'll roll into the presentations. If you need to run off, then that's fine too. You can sign off. We are just thankful for the time that you're able to spend with us this afternoon. So, all right, take it away. Maria, you're up first on my list. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Maria Lopez. Nope. Uh-oh. Nope. Nope. The magic button. Maybe.
Can you hear me now? No.
Yes. We'll come back to you. I can't hear you. No, you came on for a second. Maria, I'm going to come back to you, okay? All right, next up is Susan Guinan. Did I say that right, Susan?
Let me see if I can. Am I unmuted now?
Yes. Hi,
Susan Guinan.
Guinan, welcome.
Yes, Guinan. Very nice to meet you all. And thank you for the opportunity. I'm going to try and share a screen.
Susan, let's do just basic introductions first, and then we'll go to the presentations.
Perfect.
So who are you with?
I'm with Vince Ramos Therapeutic Horsemanship Center. I'm the CEO there, and we are so excited to have an opportunity to introduce ourselves to other people in our community.
Awesome, thank you. Next up, Betsy Walshine.
Hello, how are you? I'm Betsy Walshine. I'm the Family Services Manager for ARC. I just started working here a little over a month ago, so I'm just getting familiar with everything.
Awesome, welcome.
Thank you. Also, Barbara Flood sends her apologies. She's unable to attend today. She got called away. Okay. So the presentation, the slides that we had shared, we'll have to do them another time.
No worries. It sounds like we may continue, so that's perfect.
Okay.
All right. Brianne Weaver.
Hi, I'm Brianne Weaver. I'm representing Cadenza Center for Psychotherapy and the Arts. We are in Broward County, but we're definitely interested in expanding our services.
Awesome. Thank you for coming. Claudia Lawler.
Good afternoon, all. Thank you for the invitation to be here today. My name is Claudia Lawler, and I'm with the Community Engagement Department for the Treasure Coast Early Steps. Thank you.
Erica San.
Hi, I'm Erica San. I'm an attorney at Legal Aid and the Education Advocacy Project.
Awesome. Thank you, Erica. Heather Bemendorfer. I can't hear you, Heather. You're not on mute. Today must be the trouble of audio. All right, we'll come back to you. All right, Kimberly Harris. Hey, Kimberly.
Hello,
Would you like to introduce yourself?
my name is Kimberly. I am with Vocational Rehabilitation, the intake specialist, Unit 21D. We used to be in the Green Acres office, but now we're in West Palm. We help clients who have impairments or disabilities to get jobs, maintain their jobs, and keep their jobs. We start at age 18, not 18, 14, and go up.
Thank you, Kimberly. You guys
You're
are working hard over there. Our thoughts are with you right now.
Yes, we
So
are.
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
All right, next up is Mary Kendall.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Mary Kendall. I'm the Developmental Sports Manager for Special Olympics in Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast, mainly school-based programs.
All right, thanks, Mary. All right, next up, Natalie, your name is up next. Natalie Eno.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's good to be here. Oh, of course, just on cue, my phone decides to ring. Anyways, I am also here representing Easter Seals and the Treasure Coast Early Steps program. I serve as one of the supervisors and the family resource specialists on staff.
Thank you. All right, and Unicorn is here. Nicole Lembo. Hey, Nicole. All right, no problem. We'll come back to Nicole. Terry Shermet, you're up next. Hey, Terry, nice to see you.
Good to see you. How you doing? I'm Terry Shermet. I'm the executive director here of the Lighthouse Butterfly and the Palm Beaches, and we actually serve 5 counties, working with children ages birth and up, even to adults and seniors with visual impairments.
Awesome. Thanks, Terry. All right, next is Zippy Rosen.
Hi, everyone. I am Zippy Rosen, Director of Disability Inclusion Services at Ruth and Norman Rales Jewish Family Services.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And Wendy Savona.
Hi, I'm Wendy Savona. I work for 211. I am the special needs advocate.
Awesome. Thanks for coming, Wendy.
Thank you.
And Millery Sanat. Hey, Millery. I don't see your little microphone. Miller can introduce herself in the chat. She's with APD for those that do not know Millery. Those with microphone, Heather, you want to give it another try?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, yay. Okay,
Yes.
I did some troubleshooting.
Okay.
I didn't have, we do Microsoft Teams at our company, so I didn't have the Zoom set up to work for the audio. So my name is Heather. I'm the Community Relations Coordinator with EmployU. I had a few other roles at EmployU through the last few years. I'm happy to be in this position, and I feel like in this position, because I've been out in the field and actually working with clients with disabilities, this position gives me a lot, because one thing about in the field, we would connect with people and we would try to help people with disabilities get connected. And now I'm getting to do that and I'm really enjoying it. So, and I don't know if everybody knows what EmployU does, but we help people with disabilities in the workforce on the adult side. And we also help transition 14 to 22-year-olds in what I like to call internship type things that they can get experience in.
Great.
Thank you for, or nice to be here.
Thank you, Heather. All right, Amanda, I know you just came in. Can I put you on the spot? Would you like to do a quick introduction?
Sure. Hi, everyone. My name is Amanda Stone. I'm the Chief Program Officer at HomeSafe, and I supervise our entry agency as well as our Growing Smart program.
All right. And Maria, any chance your mic is working?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
You hear me now? Okay, perfect. Let me put back my lovely picture. I just took it out because I don't know if it's internet related or what it is, because I have troubleshoot all this and it's supposed to be okay. So my name is Maria Rojas Lopez. I am the Customer Resource Manager for the Early Learning Coalition of Palm Beach County. So as you know, we administer different programs for the state of Florida, including the voluntary pre-kindergarten. We do help and assist families with some subsidies to pay for a portion of childcare also. So any families that they need the assistance, please refer them to us. We will go ahead and explain how to apply and what to do. Same for voluntary pre-kindergarten. No matter that the school started already, there's always, room for kids to take that VPK. So send them our way so we can explain to them everything that we do. Thank you.
All right, Maria, did I miss anybody? If I missed you or you'd like to add more information in the chat, you're welcome to do so. All right, let's get started. All right, Susan, back to you now. So go ahead and share your screen. And while you're doing that, just a reminder, this is just a couple of slides to give everybody an overview of your organization, the programs and the services. And then if we don't finish, we will continue next month. Or we can host an intermediate SNAC meeting. It's up to you all. This is really for everybody's benefit. Let me know if it's not working.
Well, hang on.
Okay. I see it.
You do?
Yep. Perfect.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh, what have I, there we go. So, as I said, I'm the CEO at Vince Ramos Therapeutic Riding Center. We provide equine assisted activities for individuals with physical, cognitive, and emotional disabilities. And we've been doing that in Palm Beach County since 1982. I did put an opportunity, if you wanted more information, there below. Here is sort of a synopsis of our programs. We do adaptive riding and horsemanship. So we work with Special Olympics. We have a hippotherapy program for mostly individuals who have physical disabilities. We do equine assisted learning. So we have programs that we work with the schools, and we have a mental health program, both working with veterans and also children and adults. Our benefits are building confidence, trust, and independence, communication, respect, and teamwork. And there's just some more information there. So I don't know how, are we screenshotting this or emailing it so that anyone could have some further information on that?
Yeah, I think also just putting your contact information in the chat would be great.
Okay, I will do that. I'm so excited to hear so many of the other individuals on the Zoom call are people that we're working with, and very excited to meet all of you face to face. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Awesome. All right. So next on my list here, Amanda Stone, would you like to share something?
Sure, just a quick in case there isn't or there are individuals that don't know what we do. So with Home Safe, our entry agency, we do screenings for children up until 5 years old, and we also have hospital liaisons in all of our birthing hospitals. So they're going in, completing that infant risk screen, just providing information about services to families. So that would be our entry agency side, and then we have our Growing Smart program, which monitors families with children from birth up until 2 years. We do 6 visits throughout that 2-year time frame, as well as monthly check-ins. We also have support groups for the families that are involved in our program. So we do a monthly or sometimes 2 times a month support group, just going over those ASQ topics, going over just different conversations that our moms have in that space. And so that's kind of what we're doing right now.
Great, important work. Thank you so much, Amanda, for sharing. All right, Betsy.
Hi, having a little bit of issues with the computer at the moment. As I said, I am the newest member of the ARC, the Family Services Manager. I give referrals, resources, help those who are in need out in the community. We get thousands of calls every day regarding different services, especially for the children with disabilities, especially transitioning as well. So we try to explain what services are out there. In the process of trying to get to all the schools, to meet with them, to go over our schools as well, and also once they transition out, the services that are available.
Awesome. And so much more, ... ARC, you guys have been around a long time and you serve a large population. So thank you for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Brianne.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm going to try to share my screen. So I am from Cadenza Center for Psychotherapy in the Arts. Let me just make this.
You have a beautiful vibrato, by the way.
Thank you. I'm a music therapist, so that's good to hear. Enter. How do I do this?
Slideshow. If you do slideshow there.
Slideshow. There it is.
There you go.
Took me a second. So I'm from Cadenza Center for Psychotherapy in the Arts. I am the music therapist here. Michelle Heinz is the founder and director. We have been around since 2000, so over 20 years. We have a dedicated roster of therapists and educational consultants, behavior consultants to really treat the whole individual. We're located in Hollywood. Our physical offices are located in Hollywood, Florida, but we do provide services throughout Broward and Dade County. And so we're looking to expand our services right now. We have applied behavior analysis. We have art therapy, mental health counseling, music therapy, and we do testing and evaluations as well for school and for diagnostic purposes. So we really have like a comprehensive approach and collaborative approach to treating our clients. And I wanted to specifically promote our music and art therapy programs. We're definitely using music and art to address something functional and specific in that person's life. We have different individual services, and we do provide those services in our clinic space in Broward, but we also are in home, in educational facilities, and throughout the community and facilities throughout. Like I said, right now we're in Broward and Miami-Dade. We're having an informational session next week, next Tuesday night, and we'll probably do another one in October as well. So I guess if you're interested in more information, I'm going to drop my email in the chat, and I can get these flyers to you and to your organization.
Wonderful. All right. Next up is Claudia.
Good afternoon. I'm going to share the screen now. Nat and I, we're going to do the presentation together.
Nothing gets your heart racing when you have to share and you have to click around a million buttons, right? When everybody's just staring at you.
Correct. Okay, I'm here. So we're going to share with you first. Nat is going to start about the early steps and Easter seals history and then the highlights of the program, and then I'll jump in with the referral part. Hey, Nat, you can start.
Sure. So I encourage any of you who have the opportunity to go online and to look at the history of Easter seals. It's pretty incredible how it all started. Easter seals is throughout the whole country, and it's 104 years old. It was started by a gentleman named Edgar Allan, or actually, I had it up. I always forget his name. His name is, Edgar Allan. And he lost his son in a car accident back in 1907. And he passed away due to lack of adequate medical services. And so what he decided to do is, because he was a businessman, he quit his job and started fundraising for a hospital in Ohio. And through the new hospital, he was surprised that all these children with disabilities were hidden from the public. And he thought that was such a disservice. So then in 1990, he started the program the name was National Society for Crippled Children. That was the first name. And then it went on to become Easter Seals. So in Palm Beach County, as far as what we have for under the Easter Seals umbrella, we have the Treasure Coast Early Steps program, which is a program that Claudia and I work under. We have the Igo Amar Center, and that's a child care center dedicated strictly to children from 2 to 5 that have disabilities. And then they have the Strive program, which is the young adult program. So that's in our area. But as far as what we service throughout the whole state, we have programs. We have Camp Challenge, which is a great camp in Sorrento, and there's all kinds of other interesting programs that Easter Seals has. But as far as Early Steps started in Palm Beach. Well, as far as the name Early Steps, it went into existence in 1993. So we're about 30 years old. And before that, it was based in St. Mary's through the hospital. So then in 1993, the state health department took the program over. So basically, we are the state program for early intervention for children birth to 3. And what we can provide for families is we have a comprehensive developmental assessment. That's free of charge. Once they complete the assessment, and if they are found eligible, they get what's called an individual family support plan. And this is a developmental plan where they would get services in their home or in the natural environment. And it is really about, at this age, parent coaching. So we make sure that the parents are confident to go on to the next level of care. And then as far as what we provide for our families, we have community support, trainings, and resources from a parent on staff. So in all the 15 Early Steps throughout the state of Florida, they have a family member on staff that has a child with unique abilities. So we are able to help the families navigate the system of care. So I am the designated parent on staff for the Treasure Coast. And I have a child with autism, so I've been on this road a long time, and really, it's really heartfelt for me to be able to help families in the beginning of their journey. I can remember how I felt with a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of fear of the future. So it is nice having another parent to be able to talk about things like that. We have the case management, and then most importantly, especially in Palm Beach County, we have the transition into Part B services. So it's a very smooth transition. I just encourage parents, if you're going to start with us, complete the whole program, and we will make sure if your child needs to go on to get an IEP with the school district, that it is the Early Steps children are first in line to make sure that they are in placement by their 3rd birthday at the pre-KESE classroom. And there's our website. If anyone wants to go on there, I think Claudia is going to talk about that.
Great. Yes. Now, how do you refer to us? Early Steps in Palm Beach County, it's part of the Healthy Beginning system of care. And what is Healthy Systems of Care is a group of agencies that have come together to provide resources for families, but they have decided to have only one agency for entry of referrals, which that's Home Safe. So all our referrals go directly to Home Safe, which is, or here someone was talking from Home Safe. You will call this phone number or use this website for your referral. However, for us, we are a program that is a self-refer program. So if you have a child that is 24 months and you see that it's in need of services, please send us an email to this email that I have over here, or go to our website and fill out our referral form in the website. The reason why it's important for to refer through Home Safe is because Home Safe collects data for the county, which is important for us. And also, sometimes some families, they not only need services for the child, but sometimes they need services for the family or for the mom. Thank you
And
so
I just
much.
wanted to tell you, Claudia, the bottom, it's floridaearlysteps.com. It's transposed on here. That's www. Florida becomes first. Florida Early Steps.
Florida.
Just so everyone knows. Yeah. Florida's first.
www.floridaearlysteps.com.
Yes.
You can go to the website and then you can fill out the referral line, or you can call at this number for Home Safe for those families they speak Spanish or Creole that need that extra support. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. All right. Destiny, you're up next. Would you like to share? All right. Erica, you're after Destiny. Oh, just getting out of a meeting. No problem. Let us know if you want to share when you're ready. Erica, would you like to share something?
I did not make a PowerPoint because
Okay.
I didn't read it till today. I can talk briefly about legal aid, or I can make up a couple slides and I can do it if we're going to move into next time, whatever's better for you. Do you think we're going to have a part 2? Because if not, I can definitely put something together, or I'm great at talking on my feet.
Yeah, why don't you just give us a 2-second commercial and then you can jump in next week as well.
Perfect. So at Legal Aid, particularly in the education project, we help families with disability get services in schools. And so what that can look like is a lot of different things. We do a lot of direct representation where we'll actually go to meetings with families and make sure that, they're getting what's needed on the IEP. We also have some lower level things that we'll do where we'll do like a clinic with a family, which is a one-time meeting where we go over the IEP and make sure it's good. All of our services are completely free. We just have income requirements for our clients. And so it's really great to help parents and teach them their rights and know what to do, because it's overwhelming in the educational system. And sometimes you need a guide. And we have a lot of different levels of support. So we like to meet parents where they are and what the kids' needs are.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Erica. All right, next up, Heather. Would you like to present some information?
So I am obviously new to this because I didn't know if it was certain people that were presenting today.
No worries.
You just go along the way. Okay. I don't really have anything to present. If anybody has any questions about what our company does, I could answer those. We do help people. We do work through vocational rehabilitation, as you may or may not know. And one thing about our company, we help connect clients with vocational rehabilitation, which they can get very lost out there. And just from my experience, I've worked for other companies before, and this was just a game changer when we got this set up. And I actually work with our relationship team at EmployU and helping making those connections for the clients. And the other neat thing is obviously they don't have to pick us as a vendor, but we just get them on their way to vocational rehabilitation and help them along that path. So that would be what I'd want to share. But if anybody had any questions, I could answer them.
That's great. And you can maybe pop EmployU's website in the chat and they can look into it. I know giving parents, information about providers in the area is always really key. And there's so many new counselors out there. So the more of us that understand all the different providers that families can explore, the better their choices will be. So thank you, Heather.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, Carrie. Hey, Carrie, how are you? Would you like to share something from CARD?
Yeah, sure. Yes, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm just gonna pull up the website. I'm new to this with the group.
That's
so
great.
I apologize. Yeah, I just wanted to pull up the website because if you just scroll down, anybody that needs services, they can just request it here directly. We also have a directory of providers, but I wanted to mostly share our new fall newsletter that just came out with all our new trainings and if you don't want to go through the document, you can easily just scroll through this side here and it has all the trainings that we do. Just click on whatever you want and then just register and and then you can participate. Everything we do is free. So yeah, thanks so much.
That's wonderful. And I use your list of providers constantly. So that's one of my Bibles as I work with families. So thank you all for keeping that updated.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Kimberly Harris, would you like to share anything specific about VR with us or your office? All right. And I made a comment earlier, just for your knowledge, VR is overhauling their entire system. So they are very, very, very busy. All the offices and then all the providers are busy trying to get acquainted with the new aware billing and case management systems. So there's a lot going on at the state level with that. So we are just keeping our thoughts with you during this difficult transition. Mary Kendall, you're up next.
All right. Thank you. I just was going to share a flyer.
Sure.
So let's see. Hang on I'm sorry. Once again, like everyone, I'm a little technically challenged here. Do I share the screen first and then?
Yeah, you could have it pulled up, and then when you hit shared screen, it will recognize what you have displayed on your screen. So then you would select the document that you want to share.
Right,
so open the flyer first so that it knows what to select from.
Right, I had that done and now it went away. I apologize.
No worries. We're patient.
Thank you. All right, I've got my flyer open.
Okay.
And
so now when you hit share screen, you should see your flyer as an option.
Oh, I do. There we go. Okay, share. Okay. Hopefully that's it. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay. So this is my developmental sports program flyer that I share. It's kind of got a snippet of each of my programs. I do want to preface this with saying, I know Vince Aramis mentioned working with Special Olympics in the community, and we do still have all of those programs. You've got Rich Fleming and Ryan Roush who have been in those positions for a long, long time. Those programs are still around, but I was hired about 1.5 years ago to bring these programs into the community and the schools in a non-competitive environment. So we're teaching sports at this level and hoping they'll move on to the competitive side. And one of the big differences is we're starting at age 2. So the community side, they have to be 8 years old. My programs are starting at 2. So as you can see, we have young athletes as pre-K, little elites, elementary school, rising stars, middle high school. Motor activity training program is for any age. That program offers a $400 stipend for the site or the school to purchase additional adaptive equipment if necessary, or to do as they please with it. And that's meant for students with more significant cognitive and physical disabilities. And the ultimate goal for our programs is for the school to become a unified champion school. And I'm more than happy to come out and speak to the school or to a group, either virtually or in person, to really get into more detail of this. But the main thing to know is it's all free. Everything is free. The school can choose their sports. At the little elites, elementary school, middle high school, rising stars, they choose up to 2 sports a year. Things like basketball, flag football, track and field, soccer, softball. We now have cornhole. We have pickleball, bocce, pretty much anything that we can get the equipment for. And that equipment is sent directly to the school, and they receive an activity guide, which is broken down to teach the skill individually. So even if a teacher doesn't have any background, it's a very easy way to introduce sports. It's not meant to be hard. It's meant to enhance whatever's happening. I have some ESC teachers doing this in a self-contained classroom. You have schools doing it in unified PE classes. It is meant to be inclusive. So we like to see the kids with and without disabilities in our programs. Trying to think, our young athletes program, if there isn't a program or the child isn't in school yet, we can offer a free backpack kit, which is sent directly to the family. Once again, free. It comes with activity cards and some equipment. It's theirs to use. Currently, I have a program on weekends in the Martin County area. We don't have anything in the community yet in Palm Beach County. But so any school, any Head Start, any sites that might be interested. I am at some ADTs in Palm Beach County. I'm at the Boca Hab Center, where the adults are doing things like bowling. And the real nice thing about these programs is there's no travel for the athlete. So the athlete is already on site. They're already in the program, either in the school or in the a day program, and they're not having to get rides to practice. And another part of my program is there's no medical paperwork involved. When they go participating in the community, they need medical documentation and a lot more paperwork. My programs are held during the day on the campus, and it's really a much simpler way. The other really nice thing about these programs is this gets all kids involved. A lot of kids at high school that have never played sports, maybe don't want to be outside in the heat. Maybe it's a gradual way to introduce them to some activities that maybe they've never tried before in that non-competitive environment. And the last thing I want to say is about the Unified Champion Schools. The most exciting piece is what we call whole school engagement. Twice a year, we send the school banners, activities, shirts for 2 campaigns. One in October's anti-bullying. And then in March, we do a Spread the Word Inclusion Day. Each of these programs, it's a real simple sign up. And then, like I said, I'm able to go out to the school, share the curriculum with them, share more details. I would love to get some referrals or some, introductions if you think that there's someone that might like more information. And thank you. My contacts are at the bottom.
Awesome. If you'd like to put it in the chat also, that would be helpful.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Thank you
for all that you guys do. Wonderful programming for free. Can't beat it. All right, Maria, can we hear you?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, so let me go ahead and share this with you. I didn't know we were going to present, but I'm always prepared with something since I'm right here in front of my computer. So like I was saying, we are the Early Learning Coalition of Palm Beach County. So you have a little bit of an idea. We are 30 coalitions in the state of Florida. We were created by the legislature around 1999-2000. So we have been around for 23 years, more or less. Here in Palm Beach County, before 2015, we were administered actually oral services by Family Central. probably, a lot of people are still very familiar with that, but we're in a Family Central since 2015. We move everything in-house to the Early Learning Coalition. So now we do everything. The Early Learning Coalition, we are known for the subsidies that we do provide for childcare. Basically, if you ask anybody here in Palm Beach County, they will tell you, oh, yeah, call them for childcare. But we are so much more than childcare. We try to have, as a mission, to build a community-wide commitment for comprehensive, high-quality early learning environments that benefit the children of the county, and also to put the children of the county ready to succeed in schooling and in life. So part of the programs that we do offer as the coalition is definitely the school readiness services. That is the subsidy that pays for a portion of the childcare in any private, public school, etc., childcare, family care home, etc., that is available here in Palm Beach County, contracted with us. We also administer the voluntary pre-kindergarten for the state. We do have also a partnership in-house with Lutheran Services with an early Head Start. So we are able to service, it says over there 150, but it's not 270 families directly in Palm Beach County through the early Head Start partnership that we do have with a different grant from Lutheran Services. We also have the Children's Services Council here in Palm Beach County, which is one of our main funders and partners in Palm Beach County. So that means that the coalition in this county not only can provide a subsidy for childcare and support for childcare from the school readiness that is the federal and state program, but also we do have local funding through the Children's Services Council to service all those families that will not qualify under the school readiness program. So we have more to offer, let me put it that way, that some other counties that only can, accept the kids that are eligible with those families through the school readiness program through the state. Thankfully, we do have the Children's Services Council in Hill, thanks through the voters in 1986 that, put all those fundings towards the Children's Services Council for the children here of this county. So we are able to provide those scholarships on top of what we can provide from the state. We do have also what we call early intervention and inclusion, which is a department that we do have in which we support families and we support providers at the same time. There might be sometimes different parents with kids with special needs that sometimes it's very difficult for them to find a provider, a child care that can support or that has the staff to attend to a particular special need. So this department that we do have, it is the ones responsible to go to these providers, try to see how we can support either, with grants that we can get for them to hire the adequate personnel or to give them equipment so they can, attend to a certain need from a certain child in that particular situation for that family. So we can give the family the ability to be able to find what they really need. We also partner with all of you through the childcare resource and referral with referrals that some of you send us so we can assist the parents with childcare because they belong to your programs. So we work hand in hand, in the community to try to assist these families in everything that we can. So the stuff that we do offer, or the services that we do offer, basically we can summarize them as school readiness, voluntary pre-kindergarten, community resources. Like I said, we are trying to be like a one-stop partner for the families. So when they call the call center that is under my department, in this case, we have the contact center through the web chat, the call center, and the website inquiries. Everything comes to us. So if a family is in need of financial assistance, maybe, they need some money to pay the rent, maybe they need, to pay for utilities, cash assistance, etc. We also provide them with the numbers and the contact information of other organizations here in Palm Beach County that can assist them with that. So we can put them in the right path, no wrong door, so they can go ahead and also request for some assistance in that way. We help the families to choose quality early learning programs. We do have the developmental screening information too with that early intervention department. We work hand in hand with Home Safe in sending all those families so they can refer them and take care of them the way they need, to be taken care of. And we provide, of course, technical assistance and coaching for childcare providers and other needs. So in a nutshell, this is what we do. We have been receiving in last fiscal year, that was 2022, 2023, we received around 220,000 calls. A lot of those families, translating 160,000 families receiving the services that we do provide. So we do have a lot of people that we are trying to take care of. And one of the things that I want to point out also as special needs, for us, special needs is also considered a purpose of care on its own. Sometimes, the school readiness, some of the requirements is that the parent has to have a purpose of care, meaning has to be working, has to be going to school, training, or a combination of an activity so they can qualify. But there are some times in which families might be over income for our program or might not have that purpose of care, but they do have a diagnosis and something, with a special needs child that we can work with to be able to provide sometimes the services. So if you have any kids that, you think that the family might benefit from our program, even though they might, make more money than what the federal poverty line says or whatever we do have, send them our way. We can check out, with our eligibility department, they can go through it and see if that family might qualify, even though, the other requirements are not met, they are over income or whatever, but because they might have a diagnosis from a doctor or some other kind of EIP, etc., we might be able to work with that too. So our information, these are our offices, one in Palm Springs and another one in Riviera Beach. These are our hours of operation. And this is our phone number, which I'm going to put into the chat so you guys can keep it. We get everything, all single calls. I'm going to put also my name and my email over there for any one of you that might have some family or something that you want me to contact. Definitely, give me the information and I can, put one of my team members to contact the family and see how we can assist. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maria. That was great.
Thank you.
All right, Millery, would you like to present something?
Yes. Hi, Carrie. How are you guys?
Hi, Millery.
I can't see my camera. I hope you can see me.
I can see your eyes, your beautiful eyes.
Oh, thank you. I'll sit up. I am Milo Isena. I'm the community liaison for the Agency for Persons with Disabilities. I just want to share that we're still here and we are helping families in need. If you guys know somebody who needs to apply for the waiver, please come on over. Oh, yes, we have a new name for the waiting list. We are no longer the waiting list. We are the pre-enrollment list now. It was changed from the Florida statute for us. So when you call, don't ask about the waiting list, ask about the pre-enrollment. And it's still growing. It's not going any slower. It's growing bigger and bigger every day. We have over 30,000 people in the state on the pre-enrollment list. But please tell the families do not get discouraged because of that, not to apply, because we do approve people to crisis, especially our young kids who are graduating from high school and they need something to do and parents are working, they cannot be home alone. So we are still approving people, placing people on the waiver from the pre-enrollment list. That's my update.
Great. And if you want to put your information in the chat, Millery is definitely the best person to reach out to if a family is struggling and on the waiting list. And
I'm going to do that now.
Questions. Thank you so much, Millery. All right. And those of you that work with families of younger children, please become acquainted with, if they have a developmental disability, what med waiver actually is, because you are the folks that need to encourage families to apply rather than those that are working with those in middle school or high school. It's too late. The waiting list is too long. So if you work in early intervention, please acquaint yourself with the med waiver services, and Millery would be the best person to reach out to if you want to really get some knowledge in that area. All right. Terry, go ahead. Let's hear what's going on at Lighthouse.
Thank you. My screen. There we go. How you doing? Anyways, I'm Terry Schmidt. I'm the Executive Director for the Lighthouse for the Blind of the Palm Beaches. We've been in existence since 1946. We provide direct services to people who are blind or visually impaired in Palm Beach County. Like I mentioned earlier, we also serve actually 5 counties from here to Martin County, St. Lucie County, Indian River, and as well as Okeechobee. We serve thousands of individuals of all ages and their families, obviously from birth, children, young ages, as well as young adults, people of working age, and as well as seniors. We provide free vision screenings, because we've learned that obviously if we catch someone with a visual impairment at a young age, we can either do some correction or, of course, treat them so that it doesn't get worse. Sometimes it cannot be corrected at that point. Also, we provide early intervention services as well, parent and child early interventions naturally done in an environment, consisting of at least 60 minutes per week, educating the parent on critical skills for their child. We'd also work with orientation mobility specialists that we employ who fosters early mobility skills and motor skills development. Our children's program, ages 5 to 13, is year-round programs and camps. Activities are incorporated to fund events and field trips throughout the year, address community exploration, mobility skills, independent living skills, technology training for exploration, and much more. Actually, just finished our camp, and the children were went to museums and water parks and all kinds of great activities. They were into universals. Our teen transition program, ages 14 to high school graduation, focused on career exploration, work experiences, college preparation, independent living skills, social skill development. Actually, again, this summer, they even did some college tours, met with also disabilities, as well as, went down to Miami, toured the area. So again, very active little program. Anyway, just wanted to share a couple of other things that our children's programs that we do. If you have any questions, I'll give my information in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you, Terry, for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right. Zippy, you're up next. Would you like to share all the things you do?
Sure. I don't have a PowerPoint either because I just did not have time, but I'll tell everyone. So, of course, my phone just rang at the same time. So I offer families who live in Boca del Rey, Highland Beach, which is our catchment area, financial assistance for those that qualify. And we can really help with anything that they need. If they need help paying for therapies, if they need help for tutoring, equipment, glass, like really anything kind of runs the gamut. If they need help, even just paying their rent or utilities. So really it's, we're able to help. We do have a process that we ask for bank statements and stuff like that, and taxes, but if they're struggling, they should definitely reach out to me. It's not ongoing, but it's something to kind of help them get over the hump of the difficulty that they're having. I run support groups for parents, grandparents, and I have SIP shops as well. All the parents group is still online, just it's easier for them at this point. The grandparents group right now has been on Zoom, but we hope to get back in person twice a month, and they're all going to be and that'll be at our new therapy center, which is in West Boca. And we also meet once a month on Zoom. And our SIP shops is in person at our therapy center. I do a lot of information and referral if anyone needs a resource or something like that. I've gathered a lot over my 8 years at the agency. If someone needs a little more hand holding, I can do that as well. I just helped someone, a 61-year-old, get into a day program. She's never been in anything. I just helped her fill out the med waiver application, which Millie, I'm going to be sending in. So I could really help those that need that little extra hand holding. We also have, it's about a little over a year now, we have a new therapy and family resource center where we offer speech, occupational therapy, physical therapy, ABA, not in the traditional like 40 hours a sense, because that's really, if you need more like that, you should use your insurance. We don't take Medicaid. But we just started taking Aetna and United, I believe. And we do offer sliding fee scale, which that's something that's unique. So if someone really needs a bunch of therapies, they can apply the same paperwork for me and they don't have to submit it 10 times. One person, I can gather it and share it. And they can get their therapies slid down, which is really helpful for families, especially if they need a bunch of different ones. We have a family navigator there that could help. We have all different kinds of classes. We have social skills classes and sensory classes and handwriting classes. We have an amazing multisensory gym, which is really like the highlight of the center. Our therapists are amazing. We have after school programs. We have in the morning, we could cater a program if there's someone, you know, isn't in school and kind of needs a little bit more than just that 40 minutes or half-hour session. We could cater a program to kind of do all the things. We've done all that. And we really could work with the families with whatever it is that they need. I also offer anyone to come for a tour if you want to come see us. We are on the Jewish Federation campus in West Boca. We'd love to have you. I think that's pretty much it. I also have an online resource guide through Federation that I run, which we are actually going to be streamlining into our Federation website. So right now it's called the Jewish Abilities Alliance of South Palm Beach County. So it's just another online resource guide. And thank you. If anyone needs anything, I think I put my name in the chat when we first started. So please reach out.
Thank you. Yeah, I see your name and your title. Do you want to put your email in there?
Yes. Did I not do that? Okay, I will put it in again.
Thanks. All right. Wendy, would you like to share something? I see that you don't. Oh, let's see.
Can you hear
You don't
me?
have a camera, but that's
No,
fine.
I don't have a camera. So I think a lot of people know that 211, we are a resource and an information center, and we provide direction and navigate. You would navigate in the system. I am the special needs advocate, so I help families navigate the needs of their children when they call in if they need whatever types of services that they may need. And all of you that are on this are pretty much the people, you know, Voc Rehab, APD, FAU, Lighthouse, Easter Seals, Early Learning. I have, you know, given those resources out to many of my families that call in. And not only do we give them the information, we also follow up with them. We give them follow-up calls to be sure that the resources were helpful. And if they weren't helpful, we try to look for additional resources for them. And so that's what we try to do, is just connect them to the services that they're in need of.
Great, thank you. And if you're looking for resources, 211, it's a great website as well. It has a directory there.
Yes.
I often use that as a resource myself. All right, thank you so much. Jean Petit, would you like to talk about FND?
Hi, everyone. Of course, I would love to. We are Family Network on Disabilities. We are a nonprofit, of course. We're funded by the U.S. Department of Special Education and the U.S. Department of Health. So we provide the parents with not only our experience, because we're parents as well. Most of us are all parents. Either we have a child or we have a person in our care that has a disability. So we not only share the resources, the information, and the support, but also that lived experience. And we help parents really educate themselves so that they're aware of the IDEA, the education law, the IEP, their rights, how to approach a parent-teacher conference, what is an IEP, what's in there. We also work a lot on transition, the importance of transition. A lot of parents don't realize that at 12, that's when they should actually start the conversation with their youth about transition. Just like myself, most parents with a child with a disability, be it an invisible disability, you know, they want to help the child so much that they don't realize that they have to provide them with opportunities for self-determination, self-advocacy, because 17 pops up really quickly. And on that 11th hour, there's so much to learn and to get together so that your child is successful. I always tell my parents, there's no IEP in the real world. So we have to bring that community into the IEP in time so that you can adapt, your child can be aware for a better, smoother transition. That being said, this Saturday in Miami, we're having a conference of 3 youth in the Haitian community that have really been amazing. And they came from Haiti with their families. I'm sharing my screen. They came from Haiti with their families, and in spite of that challenge, which is being an immigrant, they were able to flourish using the resources available, which is VR, whether it's advocacy network or working in concert with the school to make sure that they become who they are today. So these 3 youth have a disability. She's a painter, she has autism. Lixon has some delays with speech and with just, he's so good, but he does have some challenges like dyslexia, speech and stuff like that. But now he is the owner of an agency through VR that helps other kids with disabilities. And so Elkanah here, she literally came to the United States with her mom by boat. And today she has a master in social work and she's able to help other families. So, always the parents speaking on behalf of their children, but here these youth are able to say for themselves what their experience is. In Alizé's case, she's not as verbal to do that, but I spoke to her mother and her mother will sort of be her voice at this conference. So we're going to talk about self-determination, self-advocacy, and the importance of parental involvement. In our community, we have a lot of parents that, have trouble with acceptance and also trouble understanding their own rights in the education system. We come from a culture where what the school says, that's what goes. And here you have to participate more. And for all a plethora of other reasons, sometimes our families do not get involved. So this is simply the flyer. I can post the link, and it's just to me a great way for our families to hear the voices of the youth and to take the initiative to find a way for themselves and to not be discouraged that if a person has a disability that they're sort of written off and there's no hope or there's no way. So we just simply want to engage them in that acceptance exercise and also seeing the fruit of getting resources, getting involved, what the possibilities are. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to put my info in the chat box in case anybody wants to contact with me. But if you have any families that may benefit, definitely you can share it with them. I know it may be away from Palm Beach, but it's an opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's great work. And you're really impacting a community that may have historically been underserved. So we really appreciate all the work that you're doing.
You're very welcome.
Yeah. All right. I think I went through the list. I will share information about an organization that I'm a part of. So those of you that work with employment or want to learn more about employment in our state and employment services in our state, the Association for People Supporting Employment First is a national organization. It's a 501c6 organization, a membership organization, and I'm the president of the Florida chapter. Let me move my little window out of the way here so that you can see without a block. So Florida APSE, I just wanted to educate those that aren't familiar. The national organization was established in 1998. It's the only national organization focused exclusively on employment first, and that is legislation. Our state has legislation around employment first in our state legal wording. So if you wanted to look up employment first and what that means in Florida, you're welcome to do that. And basically, Employment First was enacted to ensure full inclusion of people with disabilities in the workplace and the community. So the organization recognizes that everybody has abilities to contribute. They should be rewarded with fair pay, and it should be in an inclusive environment. So there are chapters in 38 states, Florida being one of those. I want to invite everybody, if you're interested, there's our state conference coming up November 8th and 9th. It's in Tampa on the USF campus. Tickets are $150 and you get a discount if you would like to become an APSE member. And there's different types of APSE memberships. There's a professional membership, or if your company has multiple providers that are interested, then there's discounts for companies to become members. And then there's also a self-advocate membership as well. So you can let me know if you're interested in more information about this event in November. I also wanted to share APSE is partnering with a number of different other agencies, and one being the Florida Center for Inclusive Communities out of USF. We are hosting a grassroots public forum tomorrow at 4:30 if you're available and attending. Basically, it's a way for the Florida Developmental Disabilities Council and partner agencies to gather information about what is needed surrounding employment. So employment needs, concerns, and barriers. So we are going to host that tomorrow. Like I said, I will put this link in the chat. We're going to have Florida SAND is going to, the Self-Advocacy Network is going to host the room with self-advocates. Florida APSE, so the Association for People Supporting Employment, is going to host the room for professionals and providers. And then the Parent Education Network, Parent Support Network is going to host the room full of parents. And then we're going to all come together and discuss what the needs are in Florida surrounding employment at this time. So I will go ahead and I'll put that in the chat for you all. Jean, did you have a question?
Yes, I was just saying the flyer says September 19th.
Oh, today. You know what I did? I presented it yesterday and I was saying tomorrow. So it is literally this afternoon at 4:30. So if you want to spend all day with me, sorry, thank you for catching that. I was trying to see if you're all paying attention.
No, this is.
So let me, I'm going to go ahead and I'll put the link in the chat right now. If you're not busy at 4:30 today and you want to hop on, we welcome you. While I'm doing that, does anybody else have any announcements or anything else to share? All right. Well, I think what we can do is we can offer up this type of a forum for those that weren't able to present. Any thoughts and feelings on this type of a conversation and getting to know each other? And is it beneficial for you all to hear? Okay, great. So I'll put it out there. I'll also, I may have a speaker in mind also, so we could do kind of a combo just in the case that we have few folks left that would like to present, but I'll offer that opportunity again next month so that we can continue this. So if you know of anybody that wasn't able to attend this month and wants to share next month, then we can go ahead and do it in the same manner. If you all have any topics that you'd like to cover specifically for upcoming meetings, please let me know. You can always email, back to the info at unicorn email that the SNAC newsletters come from, or you can email me directly. All right. So thank you so much. Were you able to click on that Zoom link? Those of you that would like to attend the grassroots, I know I'm kind of half doing this and driving Zoom at the same time. But again, that was for the Employment First Grassroots Public Forum. I'll put more information here. And there you go. All right, well, thank you all for being here and sharing information about your agencies and what you do. And thank you for your hard work. And I will see you all again next month.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Toodles.
Thank you. Bye now.